Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of Airin the Lungs with Cowboy Kyle. I'm obviously Cowboy Kyle, and we are here to just talk. I've been talking about wanting to make videos and just talking about things for a very long time, and seeing what happens and where it goes, and just kind of talking and it's a little bit more freeform, have an idea of, you know, things I want to talk about, things that are passionate about. It can range from anything about sports to video games, mostly probably video games here, or just anything that's going on in the world, and talk about things I'm very passionate about, and just give my opinion about it. And hopefully this is the start of something more we can do that I'd like to continue to do more in the future, and I just want to do more of this. Doing the Twitch streaming thing for a little bit of time now, and just trying to do more things of, getting my opinions out there, I guess, and thoughts of things. So I want to do more of that, and really looking forward to it, actually. So the title, Airin the Lungs, is it's an old cowboy term for cussing, and there may be some cussing here, but I'm a cowboy to an extent. So that's the title we're going to go with. Maybe things will change. And but the real reason I wanted to come here and talk to you today, more to the other stuff, and hopefully we get to do more episodes and talk more, is today, the day of recording this is June 1st, 2001. Today is the re-release of the Burning Crusade, World of Warcraft expansion for World of Warcraft Classic. And if you know anything about me and in my gaming history, World of Warcraft is a very big and meaningful thing to me. Especially the Burning Crusade. So I probably started playing WoW back in 2006. And so probably end of vanilla, one of those deals. And, just getting out of high school. I graduated high school in 06. And a friend of mine introduced me to World of Warcraft, and used to watch him and his uncle play MMOs like Dark Age of Camelot. And I always thought MMOs were cool. Like, I was a Nintendo kid, whatever. But the idea of playing a game online, like a role-playing game in this fantasy setting, it drew me in, like Lord of the Rings. Like, oh, but it's Warcraft. And, like, so I didn't have any ideas of, like, I've seen people play Warcraft 3 before, and some of the other things. But I never actually, wasn't a big PC gamer, but for my high school graduation, I was given a laptop and downloaded Warcraft, and that's all she wrote, I guess. During that time, my original character was a blood elf. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not a blood elf. A dwarf paladin. I was a filthy alliance player originally. And I never hit max level in vanilla, and I just played, tried different classes, this and that, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, Burning Crusade's coming, and the Horde is going to get paladins. And I had some friends, okay? I have some friends who I now actually play WoW with still. They're lifelong, real-life friends that I know forever. And they're like, I want to play Horde. And I said, okay, I'll come play Horde once paladins come out. Now, you're asking, like, how much have I invested? So to show you, have proof. I still have it here. I wanted to bust it out today. This is my Burning Crusade Collector's Edition. Cool, right? There's some stuff missing in here. I used to have the cards. I used to be a WoW TCG player or something, but most of it's in here. But I still have the box, and I'm a collector's pet, right? So, but my big WoW journey probably really started in Burning Crusade. I made my character. I made a Blood Elf Paladin. His name is Zorthos. He's been my main character in World of Warcraft since that faithful day back in 2007. And, as somebody who still plays WoW currently, that character means a lot to me and just over the years of the people. But the Burning Crusade itself is a very special time for me. It's the first time I ever hit max level in the game, high level content, rating, any of those type of things. It was an experience. The internet was booming. Everything was starting to become I don't want to say smaller, but people were becoming more and more connected. You were meeting people across the country, the world at the time, and just through this game, you know what I mean? And you just kind of fell in love with it. You kind of like get this like idea of factions and all the things that come with World of Warcraft, obviously, like, you know, making a team, joining a guild, all those things, and it's such a big thing that you don't think about it. Like when you think back on thinking back on it, you start to think more about what that has done to you over the years and how it's changed your perception. And like, you know what? There was a time where that's all I wanted to do was World of Warcraft. You know, BC was influential, probably in a little bit of me not finishing college. I wanted to play WoW, and you know, as much as that was a thing, it's still something that's part of me and what I did and the memories I've made and the people. Like, I've made friends in Burning Crusade that are still my friends today. There's a person, his name is Bullshit, and then, yeah, it sounds close to bullshit, but his name was Bullshit. He was a druid. We met him, me and my buddies. We made a guild. Our guild was, we were the Retro Raiders. We had this stupid idea that we didn't get to raid in Classic or old vanilla WoW. Like, we're going to go do the old raids. We're going to find people. We're going to hit 70. We're going to go do Molten Core and Onyxia, and never really happened. But we made a guild of friends and this and that. We made some people along the way, and he's one of those guys, and he's played WoW with us ever since. You know what I mean? Just some random person you met, and he's with you at a couple of the different guilds we've been in over the years, and you know, he's a true friend, and I you know, I'm excited. One of my real life friends that I played WoW with, he's getting married this year, and he's coming up for the wedding. You know what I mean? And we're going down to his place next year for his wedding. And I mean, so you've made, you know, even in the early days of Burning Crusade, you're able to make like these lifelong friends. Same thing with a guy named Rambo Part 6. If any of you guys have ever caught me streaming like PUBG or something, maybe a year or two ago, that's that guy. Him and his wife I've met through Warcraft, and they're great people. And you know, hopefully someday I'll get to meet them in person. But yeah, it all started in the Burning Crusade, and so like the Burning Crusade is very special to me. It's near and dear. And that's why I'm so excited about BC Classic. Like when they announced Original Vanilla Classic, I was like, okay, cool. Classic's here, great. Call me when BC shows up, because that's when I started to play WoW hardcore. Like I said, it was the first time I hit max level. It's the first time I did a raid. And, you know, if you want to talk about being nervous or worried about messing up, you know what I mean? Like, I was, you know, 18 years old, and you're in a group of other probably kids your age, maybe even younger, and like, they're like, yeah, we've done raiding before and this and that, and you take your first step into Karazhan, which, Karazhan's special. The 10-man raid, it's a great place to learn how to do raiding. You know, back in the day, it's an introductory, it's 10 people. Excuse me, the music, the bosses, it's intimate, I think, and it gives you that first taste of what WoW raiding is, which there's nothing else like it, I think, in gaming. You working with a bunch of other people. Karazhan has left such a lasting impression on me. It's the name of my guild currently. Like, currently I run a guild on, and our server, I'm not going to serve or anything, but our guild, we're the Karazhan chess champions. Like, I'm still playing with some of these same people that I played with back in the day. Karazhan is special to me. Let's name our guild after it. You know, and we went over a couple different guild names over the years, but it was like, no, let's be the Karazhan chess champions. We're KCC. And that name is stuck with some people, and they, you know, I've always gotten some whispers like, hey, we love your guild name, or that's wonderful, or people have copied it. And I've seen Charizon Chess Club. They're not champions, but they're in the chess club. So But no, Burning Crusade is wonderful. It sucked you in back in the day, and just that taking that first step through the portal, the Fell Reaver, the Fell Reaver's gonna get you. Um, and I was on a PvP server back in the day. I guess I still technically am, even though they don't exist anymore. But um, you'd remember people, especially in the later patches. Like I talk stories about Cinnabuns. There was an Alliance rogue on our server. His name was Cinnabuns, and he used to kill people out in the Isle of Quel'Danas. And I'll never forget that guy. He just causing havoc out there on the Isle. He used to be a forum troll too. But yeah, like it's if you meet me, you know that I love World of Warcraft, and I have taken steps away, and I've come back, but sometimes I think the game has a negative connotation, and even now, currently, there's a lot of talk about like the microtransactions and Activision, stepping in to take away stuff from Blizzard and everything like that. And I'm just like, can't we just love a game? Can't we just, like I said, I love a game that, let me go to a different world, especially when I was younger and like very impressionable of like, I'm going to go into this game and I'm going to prove to people that I'm cool. I guess I'm cool. People think I'm cool. But I'm going to go into this game, go into this world, and I'm going to, make friends that these people are doing something that I like to do and kind of feel normal and kind of get that validation that I'm good at something. I think that's something I guess I'm finding out recently in some just talks with people, and as I struggle with validation and wanting validation from things. So I think back in the day, knowing that I was a good holy paladin because I healed, I wanted to tank, but my buddy was a druid, and he's like, I can finally be a bear tank. I'm gonna bear tank. I go, okay, I guess I'm healing. I've been a healer ever since. But yeah, it's just it gave me that sense of excitement and fun, and like you're working together and you're getting to kill Prince, and we didn't do a lot of other raiding in Burning Crusade. We have guild stories about we finally got to Zolomon, and our buddy Mr. Bear Tank pulled the crocodiles and caused people to never come back with us ever again. So things like that happen, and it happens. But World of Warcraft is special to me, and just from I have faction pride. If you see my car, I have a Horde sticker. I have a Horde hat. I wear a bunch of stuff. I have an Arthur statue probably behind me somewhere. I have WoW pops, obviously, and somewhere along the wall. People know I'm Warcraft, and it's one of those games, like we all have game series, I think, that are very important to us, that spark imagination and future, and just this idea I can make friends about doing something I like to do, and it still resonates with me. And that early trailer of like Illidan saying you are not prepared, and still Illidan's great. Illidan's wonderful. He's such a great character. And that was the thing, like in the early days I didn't read a lot of the lore and everything. Once you start actually reading the lore and you read about these characters and they keep expanding, you're like, oh, this world is wonderful. It's such a wonderful world. But and I played the TCG. I've met great people through the TCG that are still friends with, that I now talk to sometimes through Hearthstone, or you know what I mean. I have some local people here that I've been seeing a lot more of now, or just talking to that I met through the WoW TCG. So like, I owe a lot of things to World of Warcraft that have like helped me in this in this future because of World of Warcraft, because of my friends, things I've learned about me, the things I know, and just people are great. You know what I mean? That's why I said it. Without the Burning Crusade and getting my friends to switch over, or getting me to switch over and just level those characters and have fun and make new stories and memories, it shaped me. It's who I am. So I'm very excited about Burning Crusade Classic. We're gonna try and level my paladin. He's like 33 right now, 34. Having a real job and everything else. It's hard to know life, World of Warcraft, and still try and keep up with some things in retail and some of the other things going on. But yeah, about very excited about what World of Warcraft is, and um, you know, what it still is going forward. Um, and hopefully BC Classic, with all like, I don't want to get into the monetization and some of the other things that are going on. Like, that's a whole other topic, not for what I want to do this for. But I just want to talk about, wow, it's important to me, my friends, my family, and just the things that I've learned over the years. It's just from being in this like internet world of a character of a blood elf paladin named Zorthos, who still lives today, who kind of lives again in BC Classic, and um, the impact I know that character, and it's not the character, I guess it's me, has had on like a lot of different people I've met over the years, and the things they tell me, and especially now that I'm reading this, I've been raid leading and with the guild that I'm in, and you just been able to take those experiences from prior and taking them and putting them into my real life scenarios, maybe at work or further with the guild or anything like that. Like, those people are so good to me, and I appreciate them a lot. They've really supported me in trying to do more with whatever it is. If I'm taking a step back from my mental health, or trying to be a Twitch streamer, you know what I mean? They got my back, and through a game, So, you only live once. You love what you love, and I love World of Warcraft, and my crusade still burns for the future, and doing some more BC. Um, but yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah, I just want to talk again a little bit, just kind of talking the shit and airing the lungs as we were, and then maybe we'll talk about some more stuff in the future here. Like I said, I just want to do a little bit more of this, just talking free form, finally get a subject, maybe just talk. Like I said, this is episode 1. It's this way. And hopefully we'll do more of these and hopefully get them out. So again, I appreciate y'all for watching. Let me a little ramble here about the Burning Crusade. And like I said, Burning Crusade is just so special to me. First raid, first max. My paladin was born there. He's a extension of myself. But yeah, no. But seriously, thank you very much. We'll do more of these. Hopefully soon. Maybe we can get this to once a week, and we'll have something to talk about. But that is it. I hope you have a great week, and whatever else you got going. And I am KowboyKyle, and thank you for letting me air out my lungs. You have a great night.